Hello, everyone, and we're in Sellersburg, Pennsylvania.
This town is truly horrifying.
Let's see, Chris. Sellersburg, Pennsylvania is located right off of Route 33, and it's nestled inside Monroe County and part of Hamilton and Ross Township. During the turn of the 19th century, brick manufacturing in Sellersburg was an important and well-respected industry. The commercial brick industry in Sellersburg was born in April 1894, when the Penn Buff Brick and Tile Company began making bricks from the superior clay. While the company had been mildly successful for several years, on April 1st, 1901, the owners of the company changed its name to the Blue Ridge Enameled Brick Company, and I'll put a picture of them right here. The company updated its focus to concentrate efforts solely on the manufacture of an excellent quality enamel brick with a hard, white, shiny glaze. On April 6, 1925, the Blue Ridge Enameled Brick Company officially dissolved, and the property remained vacant. In March of 1928, after 3 years of sitting vacant, 3 of the smokestacks from the old brick works were dynamited for safety reasons. The 3 smokestacks stood 125, 120, and 90 feet tall, and were leveled by Easton's explosive expert Charles Weaver. During this time, many residents gathered to watch the spectacle. The lake house, which was part of the company's holdings at the time, was packed with lunch patrons. The last smokestack remained standing until February 18, 1960, when 33 sticks of dynamite were used to level it. There are so many stories that lurk in the dark halls of the house. The history began in the late 1700s with the original stagecoach stop. In 1847, Charles Sailor built the Sellersburg Tavern on the foundation of the stagecoach stop remains. Many changes have occurred since then, and the house was expanded. The original mansion still exists within the Grand Hotel addition that was built between 1894 and 1900. Births, deaths, and crazy tales have happened on the property. Local mines and railways used the hotel to house businesses, operations, and an infirmary. Many men died on the front porch of the hotel due to injuries sustained at the local mines and railway. Then the fun really began. In October 1929, the great crash of the New York Stock Exchange changed the economy in a bad way. Many devastated New Yorkers headed to the lake house for their final night on Earth. This was the time Sellersburg became known as the place to hang yourself. For years, the basement area saw many businesses come and go. The hotel was eventually closed for good, and in 1990, the hotel turned into an antique co-op. But that was only lasted 2 years. Perhaps the house residents weren't fans of the antiques. In 1992, the lake house became its first haunted attraction. There is where the fun really begins for you. The Hotel of Horror, Altered Nightmares, has begun to call the lake house its home. New terror has begun taking over. In addition to scaring the pants off of any and all visitors to the house each Halloween season, the house also starred in a locally written and filmed movie called 6 Degrees of Hell in summer of 2011. The film is loosely based on the events that take place inside the Hotel of Horror, Altered Nightmares, and the actors in the movie are the ones who will visit you in your nightmares after you visit them in their house. Corey Feldman was also in the movie and said he felt creeped out inside the house. And he's been in plenty of horror films, but this particular house had an effect on him and everyone else, including the battery life of cameras. Beside having actors of a living sort in the house to help the frightening experiences along, there are many reports of others in the house as well. So the history of the lake house continues to grow and evolve, and with your screams, it will continue. This was only a brief history of Sellersburg, the brick industry, and the lake house. If you want to learn more about the lake house, please visit the Hotel of Horror and Altered Nightmares haunted houses during October in the haunted season. This house I have been in. Me and Chris have both been in many times because we've lived in this area over 25 years, and it is scary. And some say it's the most scariest haunted house in the US because of its backstory. If you like this video, please subscribe, please hit the notification button, and please like the video, and we'll see you soon at a town near you.